Greetings everyone, and welcome to Creek Cottage, located in Three Rivers, California, and just a few miles down the road from the south entrance to Sequoia National Park. I'm Richard, your host and a co-owner. Let me show you around. This is our vacation rental, Creek Cottage. Our cottage is a 1,050 square foot, 2-bedroom, 2-bath home built in 2005. We comfortably sleep 6 when making use of a queen-size sofa bed. We're located in the foothills of the High Sierra Mountains at about 1,700 feet of elevation, just off South Fork Drive in Three Rivers Ranch Country, and about 20 minutes south and east of Sequoia National Park. A note about South Fork. Now, South Fork refers to the southern branch of the Sequoia River, which flows through the valley maybe 100 yards from the cottage. Now, I'm recording this while sitting on our balcony, and along with an occasional bird, the low sound of running water that you hear in the background is the Sequoia. Now, the cottage is at the base of Cinnamon Canyon, and Cinnamon Creek flows through that canyon, then into the South Fork of the Sequoia, just a few hundred yards up the road, which is why we named our cottage Cinnamon Creek Cottage. As I mentioned before, this is cattle country. Small cattle ranches dot the hillsides most of the way up South Fork Drive. Now, most mornings you can sit out here on the balcony, enjoy your morning coffee, and listen to a chorus of cows on the neighboring ranches. Also an occasional rooster, maybe a few other birds as well. Well, we purchased the cottage in 2017 for mostly personal use and as a family vacation home, and then for short-term rentals when we're not using the cottage ourselves. And at that time, the home was given a complete makeover, including necessary minor repairs, a fresh coat of paint, and of course, all new furniture. And since then, new appliances as needed. We have all the amenities you'd expect for a comfortable stay while you visit Sequoia, or maybe attend a wedding up the street at Redwood Ranch. We've got a full kitchen with all the necessary cooking utensils. We give you a good starter supply of things like paper towels and trash bags. And of course, we have an oven, a microwave sits on the counter near the refrigerator, and we even have a coffee bar with both a regular brewing-style coffee maker and a Keurig. The living and dining areas are open space concept, basically all one big room. The sitting area includes the before-mentioned sofa bed, a love seat, and a television with access to DirecTV. There's also a DVD player and a variety of DVDs in the small entertainment cabinet under the television. Off to the side, there's a cubby which serves as both a pantry and as storage for games and toys for the young ones. The master bedroom and bath are both spacious, with a king-size bed and a full-size 5-drawer chest for your folding clothes, and a large closet for hanging clothes. Each bed table has its own charging station for your electronics. There's also a ceiling fan. Our guest bedroom has a queen mattress along with a custom headboard made by hand by one of our co-owners. Each bedside table also has its own charging station, and as in the master bedroom, there is a chest, a ceiling fan, and a closet. As mentioned before, our sofa in the great room is a fold-out queen bed. We even have a queen inflatable bed as a backup. You'll find that stored in the master bath closet. Now, there's a full laundry with both washer and dryer and a folding table, and we give you enough laundry soap and related supplies to get you through a few loads. In the master bath closet, you'll find plenty of pillows, spare sheets, and spare towels should they be needed. There's also a pack and play. It is typically found in the master bedroom closet. Outside, one of the favorite places to relax is here on the balcony. We have seating for 4 with 2 additional chairs off to the side over here. And hey, when the mimosa tree is in full bloom, the hummingbirds are everywhere. Daytime temperatures here are pretty warm sometimes, but hey, in the evening it really cools off. Sun sets behind the mountains here to the west, and hey, if it's a clear night, it's great here for stargazing. The backyard sports a picnic table, lush grass most of the year, and a seasonal creek which may flow when we have heavy rain or when the ranch next door waters the pasture. There's also a gas grill for cookouts, but sorry, unfortunately, no ground fires are allowed. This is not our rule, it's one from CAL FIRE. We have plenty of parking out front. You'll see here that my camper is in the picture. We actually drove in from Florida, where we live, for yearly maintenance and to visit family. It's okay to park on the gravel in the yard also, should it be necessary. While you're here, be prepared to encounter some wildlife. Again, we are not in town, but instead we are in a rural area, pretty close to the Sequoia backcountry. The road has light traffic. It's mostly from neighboring ranches. But even though we're rural, we do still have neighbors, so you are not completely isolated. That said, we see or hear turkeys on a daily basis. Deer, quail, even coyotes frequent the area. Listen for the coyotes early in the morning and late in the evening. It's quite a chorus. An early morning walk up the paved road may take you up to where turkeys sometimes roost on the left. It's about a half a mile up maybe. You could see those out there in the pasture first thing in the morning. Hey, and don't forget the cows. The pasture to our east, which is an adjacent fence line to our property, often has them grazing right at the fence. And if not, well, there are plenty to see in other nearby pastures. Now, we've been hosting as a vacation rental for a number of years now, and we can be found on Airbnb, VRBO, and now on Booking.com. On Airbnb, we are both a super host and we are a guest favorite with a rating score of 5 out of 5. On VRBO, we are a premier host and also have a rating score there of 5 out of 5, which is the highest score attainable for customer satisfaction. We're new to Booking.com, but so far, we've scored a 10 out of 10. Wondering what to do when you're in Three Rivers? Well, the obvious attraction is Sequoia National Park, and you can search that one out on your own. But if you like to hike, hey, there's one little entrance to Sequoia that is actually just up the street from the cottage. South Fork Drive dead ends at Ladybug Trail and Campground. Now at the moment, and it's now summer of 2024, the campground is closed. It took a big hit from flooding in the spring of 2023. But the trail is open and it sees little use in comparison to the rest of the park. You'll need to park short of the normal area and walk to the trailhead, but for you hikers, that just makes it a better hike. Ladybug works its way up to a seldom visited sequoia grove. It's a pretty rugged hike, so be sure that you're well prepared. Like to swim? Hey, Lake Cahuilla is back down the hill and it has several public areas for swimming. Like to shop? Three Rivers is dotted with unique shops that cater to visitors. There's also horseback riding, kayaking, and even guided tours available in town. People ask about pets. Well, we own pets and we love pets, but we've found it best that we have a no pet policy. Now I know that's a problem for some, but we do so for 3 very good reasons. First is, well, the few times that we've allowed pets, there was expensive damage, mainly to floors and to rugs and to bedding. Second, well, we list as no pets. Some guests are allergic to pet dander, and cleaning after a pet stay to allergy standards, now that's a grueling process. And third, and maybe most important, we are not in town. We are rural. And as I already mentioned, we are very close to the Sequoia backcountry. Should you lose track of your dog, well, finding a pet here, that's next to impossible. No pet owner should ever have to go through that hardship. We prefer not to see it happen. Previous guests have asked if during the winter they might get snowed in. Well, the short answer is no. Now, we do get a dusting of snow from time to time, and occasionally it will stick for even 24 hours. But a severe winter storm at the cottage, no, that's very rare. The park now, that's another story entirely. Be prepared to rent chains if you're here during snow season. Guests sometimes ask us about house rules. Well, of course, there are several, but for the most part, they're just common courtesy. The biggest rule, you are our guest, not our housekeeper. Unlike with some hosts, and this seems to be a trend of late, there's no need for you to do extensive cleaning before you leave the property. maybe take out the trash, and if you'd like, run the dishwasher and maybe throw a few towels in. Anything like that, we deeply, deeply appreciate. Beyond that, please just take good care of the cottage, and above all, enjoy your stay. Contact us if you have questions. Email is cinnamoncreekcottage@gmail.com. We are also on Facebook. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and please come visit. We hope to see you soon. Oh, that's all, folks.